If you're a new trader, chances are you don't have $25,000 in your trading account. And even if you've been trading for decades, you may still not have that kind of money. What's the big deal about $25,000 anyway? Why does it matter? It matters because this is the minimum amount of money you need to have in your trading account to avoid certain trading restrictions from the SEC, which is the Securities and Exchange Commissions. The restrictions boil down to what is called pattern day trader rule. In this video, we're going to talk about what that actually is, how to avoid it, and discuss whether you should avoid it at all. So pattern day trader rule, what is it? Basically, it boils down to this. You are allowed to do, with an account under $25,000, a maximum of 3 intraday trades in a 5-day period. That doesn't mean Monday to Friday. That means within 5 days. If your first trade was on Tuesday, it's 5 trading days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, 5 trading days. You can only do 3 intraday trades within that time period. And the SEC put that in place, that threshold. It's funny. You ready for the definition or the reason behind it? They did it to protect you from yourself. It's your money. You worked for it. You pay taxes on it, hopefully. Or you're supposed to. How about that? And they're telling you that you don't have enough that you can do more trades than that. And I understand the reason for it. You go back into the 90s when day trading was crazy. And they talked about SOES bandit, SOES, small order execution system on the NASDAQ. And people were trading on momentum. It was nuts what was going on there. And I remember the stories of people putting a gentleman, one guy who's a mechanic, and he started trading at work and he was making money. Well, he traded his entire account away, which, by the way, really wasn't an account. It was the savings that he and his fiance had for getting married. And he lost everything. So the SEC putting it in place was really put there. It really was meant to protect the average person. I think that they are going at things where they're shooting for the least common denominator and they're just trying to catch everybody in there. I think $25,000 is a little bit off personally, but the reasons why are just that. To protect you from yourself, that you do not lose money you don't have. And the reasoning behind it, the way they explain it away is, if you haven't amassed $25,000 in your lifetime, you're probably not savvy enough to be trading that kind of money, that kind of amount of trading. Again, I don't agree with it. I know traders that do this with just hundreds of dollars in their account and they're actively trading, and I'll show you how in just a few minutes. Right now, there isn't a way around it, right? And one is called cash account versus a margin account. What does that mean? Well, a margin account is where the pattern day trader rule comes in. That is where you can only do 3 intraday trades in the 5-day period. Well, what's the other way? Cash. Okay, well, I have cash in my account. No. It means you did not fill out a margin agreement. It's a cash account. So that cash account says, basically, that you're not going to borrow money, so you're not at risk of losing more money than you actually have. So they're okay with you doing more trades, but here's the difference. If you have $2,000 in your account, and the very first trade you place today, you put the entire $2,000 in the account. That money is not available again until tomorrow. So you are done trading today. Now you could do one of those every day, which would give you 5 intraday trades in a 5-day period. But if another trade comes up today, you can't take advantage of it because you ran out of cash in your account. So that's kind of the way that it works in there. That definitely becomes a con. The pro is I can do more than the 3 trades. And if I do have a little bit more, say I have $10,000 in my account and I want to trade a $2,000 trade, I could do 5 of those a day. Even if I won on all of them and had more than $10,000 in there, I'd be done. 2 trades, $2,000 rather, 5 trades, 10 grand. I could do that every day. That would be 5 times 25 trades a week. See the positive there? Right? The negative is if you put it all into one trade, you're done with that account for that day. Till the next day, then you kind of start all over again. Lock the office door, go home, come back tomorrow, unlock it, and you're ready to go again. Another way to get around it is to open an overseas account. Man, this is a very sore subject for me. Could you do it? Yes. Are you hiding money in Switzerland that you don't want our government to know about? Guess what? They found you. They found you because they strong-armed Switzerland and said, give us all the info or else we're going to shut your banks down that are here. So I'm not a fan of the overseas accounts. And listen, if you are, that's great. You do your thing. You do you, I do me, and we're good. I am not willing to take that chance. I believe that wherever the line is, you should push up to the line. I think even though you might be pushing the line with an overseas account, I think very shortly you might be stepping over the line with what the rules are. Certainly, if someone interprets it as the spirit of the law instead of the actual law itself, you will. And depending on the administration we have in the White House, you may have a different issue to contend with there. So caution about it, but that is a way that you can do it. In my opinion, should you try to avoid pattern day trader rule? Yes and no. It really comes down to a personal decision of what works best for you. I have not had to contend with that because my account does have enough in it to be over the $25,000. But if I were trading with just $2,000, at least I could get 5 trades off in a week instead of 3. If I was trading with $10,000, maybe. So it really comes down to the types of trades that you're doing. Are you selling naked puts? If you are, you're probably wiping all your cash out in one trade. So it really comes down to where you're at in your trading, the trading strategy that you use, your system that you use, and what your own personal risk profile is. For me, for my kids, when they were starting with smaller accounts, I did not avoid the pattern day trader rule. I just left it at a regular margin account. Now, one more way to avoid pattern day trader rule that I love. It is a phenomenal way to take advantage of the market, and that is to trade E-mini futures. With E-mini futures, let's say you had a $2,000 account. How many trades in a day could you place if you were a pattern day trader? Well, a pattern day trader, you only have $2,000. When you do your 3 trades on Monday, in and out, in and out, in and out. 3 trades, done. Go to position number 1 on the chair and call it a week. You're done, right? With E-minis, how many can you do in a day? Let's see. How fast can you hit enter and exit? If you still have money in your account, you could still trade. You could trade E-mini futures over and over and over and over again and never, ever have to contend with any pattern day trader rule because there is none. It doesn't exist. See, we're not skirting any laws. We're not going to an overseas account. We are saying, let's do this the right way. You know what I'll do? I will put a link down below where you can learn a little bit more about E-minis and how we trade some of those. We'll drop a link down in the section down below. I've got 2 questions for you today. The first one is, should you avoid the pattern day trader rule or not? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Second question is, if you do want to avoid the pattern day trader rule, which is your favorite method? Would it be to move money to an overseas account? Would it be to get rid of the margin account so you can trade up to that dollar amount? Or would it be to trade futures that you can trade as often as you like and not have to worry about Big Brother watching over you? As always, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Take care, folks. Bye for now. Folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the training. Now, if you did, be sure to give us a thumbs up and go ahead and hit the subscribe button right over here and hit the bell to keep up with all the latest trading content. And oh, did you know that we have a podcast? Supercharge your trading education with the Stock Market Millionaire, which you can find in the description down below. And while you're there, you can also find other amazing free trading resources that I've put together just for you.